Hey, what's up? Hello and welcome back to my channel. Super excited about Matt James's Bachelor season. I figured I would go with not only the YouTube trends, but also in that theme. I'm going to be reacting to a bunch of Bachelor and Bachelorette engagements. Originally, I wanted to do all of them. However, getting some of that earlier footage is really difficult. So we're going to be doing most Bachelor, Bachelorette engagements, definitely all of the recent ones and a couple of more notable older ones. Hope you enjoy. I will be linking the template to the tier ranking down below so that you guys can do yours. If you do, please DM me a picture, tag me in that picture, whatever it is. Show me what you think. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or don't. I don't know, people are yelling, but let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I constructed this tier list and made the template. I have a Google document with all of the links to everything that I found, and so I will link that below as well if you want to take a peek at the videos in particular that I was looking at. First up, we have our categories. So you get to pick in Tier Maker your own categories. I decided that I would go with 5. So I chose the top category was making me believe in love, which would be the best engagement, all the way to the worst engagement being they should have scrapped the entire season. I just want you to know that all of these opinions are mine. I mean no offense, this is meant to be entertaining. We're gonna start with our first Bachelor couple. Alex Michael was the first Bachelor ever. He kind of launched the whole franchise. I couldn't find their proposal, but I did find Chris Harrison doing an interview about them. So I figured I'd start with that one and we would check it out, because honestly, if Chris Harrison feels some type of way, I'm probably going to agree.
I'll never forget the final day we were at the house in Malibu and we were getting ready and he goes, "Chris," and I said, "Yeah." And he's, "What do you think I should pick?" I'm like,
seriously?
I'm like, really? We've done all this? This is what it's coming down to? Like a coin flip? But he really was indecisive. And I thought, well, Trista, of course, right? I mean, the chemistry, and they seem so perfect together.
Becomes our first Bachelorette.
I knew her to be a great woman. And he's like, yeah. An hour later, he chose Amanda. And I'm like, oh, well, okay.
This isn't really quite in the spirit of ranking the engagement specifically, but honestly, if that story that Chris Harrison told is true, which I'm gonna trust my guy and believe that it is, honestly, I think we're gonna have to rank it with clearly only here to sell the diamonds, because if he doesn't know and he's gonna get down on one knee, bro, like, you have to know. Honestly, like, my mom's always told me that, like, if you're getting engaged and one of you is surprised that you're getting engaged, like, that's kind of a problem, and so we're gonna go with that. Our next engagement that we're going to watch is Trista and Ryan, who was actually, Trista was the first Bachelorette, but it was actually the 3rd season of the show. They had 2 Bachelors before they had a Bachelorette.
I can now tell you without reservation that I'm in love with you.
Trista, I love you with every ounce of who I am. So, Trista. Ren. Will you marry me?
For as much as, like, they seem in love and they seem to glow all the time and they're definitely, like, they're it, I really wasn't inspired by that proposal. This was in like 2003, so I was super young. Didn't see this one on TV. And maybe that's why, maybe I didn't, you know, fall in love with their story, but I'm gonna go with OTP but lacking spice. This was the 14th collection, and this happened to be Brad Womack's first time as the Bachelor, and we're gonna watch his finale.
Marriage for you is one time and one time only. I feel the same exact way, and I just say goodbye to Jenny. Okay, hold on real quick. We always promised ourselves we'd be completely honest, right? No matter how much it could hurt.
Okay, so honestly, so far, making absolutely great TV. This is our final girl. We know he sent home Jenny. Obviously, we know he doesn't pick anyone, but so far, I'm pretty impressed with the drama.
We always promised ourselves we'd be completely honest, right? No matter how much it could hurt. I can't look you in your eye and tell you that I love you. I can't. I have to tell you goodbye.
I don't understand.
I refuse to give you any kind of false promise because I do care about you so much.
It just doesn't sound right to say that you do care about someone so much, but you're willing to watch them walk away.
Okay, so obviously that was a tough moment for both of them. I can't rank it OTP or Making Me Believe in Love because that ain't it. But I think it was good TV. I don't doubt the genuinity of it. And I think for me, that's always the biggest factor is the genuine feelings involved and not just acting for the cameras or acting for the TV or doing it because you feel like you have to. And I do think he considered that. So he's going in. At least it was good TV. Next, we're moving on to the 15th season. This was another bachelor. It was Matt Grant. It's another season I haven't really heard much about. They did get engaged and I think they broke up pretty quickly after that, but we're gonna watch this engagement.
As soon as I first saw you, I saw this $1 million smile, but most importantly, these big brown eyes. And there's been times when I've just thought to myself, Matt, this is too good to be true. And I hope you understand why. This British guy coming over to the US, meeting this incredibly beautiful American actress. There's been laughter, there's been fun, there's been kisses, there's been monkey. But I came here not just for the 6 weeks. I came here to find someone for life. Shane Darlamis. I love you.
I love you.
And I have something for you. Monkey, will you marry me?
Oh my God. Yes, I will.
So in my opinion, that felt so overdone. And again, another season, we're gonna get to a season that I've actually watched, but it felt so dramatic. I just feel like the things that they said in their interviews were more heartfelt and thought out than the things that were actually said during the engagement. And it wasn't even good TV. I just felt cringy the whole time. So sorry, they're going in clearly only here to sell the diamond. Although that diamond wasn't that big. You'll see they get smarter and they pick the biggest rocks. So the next is Deanna Pappas. We get to see her come back after being rejected by Brad.
When I first came into this, I would have never have thought that this process was real and that I could fall in love here. But I have fallen in love with you. The thought of not being with you kills me. And when I look at you, the word that always pops into my mind is forever. Deanna Marie Pappas. Will you spend forever with me?
Yes.
So I'm just a little bit confused if he knew he was the only one left, there was no drama. I don't know, I believe they thought it was good, but I just feel like it was young love and we knew it was going to be successful. Controversial opinion, I'm going to go with should have scrapped the whole season. I didn't believe it. This is so puppy love. Hopefully they're not still together because this would be very rude of me, but hopefully they're both happy. But I'm gonna go with didn't love the engagement. I thought it was a little cheesy. And again, you spend so much time investing in these seasons. You want that engagement to be so satisfying or so dramatic or whatever. So that's my opinion. This was the first season that I actively remember. So at this point, I was religiously watching Dancing with the Stars. I remember that this is the season that Jason proposes to Melissa. So we're going to react to that proposal, but then eventually he actually proposes to Molly. So that's the one we're going to rank. It was so dramatic because Melissa ended up on Dancing with the Stars, and it was one of the things where they would fly to Good Morning America, and instead of flying to Good Morning America, she flew and directly started Dancing with the Stars. Craziness. Jason and Molly did get married on TV, and they are successful now. They're still married. Craziness. Everybody's being loud outside, but... So, we're gonna watch that engagement first.
Very first date, I started falling for you. From the blunt ride, to meeting your friends, seeing my ties, seeing with my family, seeing it all. I came into this looking for somebody exactly like you. Exactly like you. I said to myself early throughout all this that I don't know if I could ever say goodbye to you. You make me happier than I've ever been in my entire life. I've wanted to tell you something for a long time now. That I am completely in love with you. Melissa, I love you. Will you make me the happiest man?
Can you give me 1 second?
Will you marry me?
You want to marry me?
I would love to marry you and spend the rest of my life with you. What do you say?
See, that is so hard to watch because I would be ranking that proposal like at the top. It's so good. It was so cute, makes me believe in love, but like they don't stay together, which is heartbreaking because it just, I believed every word of that. And obviously by after the final roses, we're gonna see that isn't what happens, so.
You know, I came here to find, in my whole life, find somebody like Melissa. And since this all ended, things have been different. Over the last few weeks, I haven't been able to stop thinking about Molly.
So you're telling me that you're still in love with Molly?
Yeah,
Are you going to end this tonight?
I have to. I came here to find somebody to spend the rest of my life with. And we're not right for each other.
You put a ring on Melissa's finger, but you don't want to fight to see if that can work.
Craziest thing. So he just broke up with Melissa on national television. Now he's about to propose. Molly has no idea this has happened. This was so dramatic for the time.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you.
This is something I dreamt of, but never expected to hear.
So where do we go from here?
You know, I came here for one reason. I came here to find somebody to spend the rest of my life with, without a doubt. You are that right person.
I still can't believe that happened. I mean, I'm glad, I guess, for them because they're still together and they got married and everything. So I can't rank it clearly only here to sell the diamond, but at the time I remember being so infuriated. I couldn't believe that you could go from that proposal that was so believable and so loving and then switch. And he was so confident too. That was the kind of the crazy thing. So we're going to go with at least it was good TV. However, I was very angered at it and I want more than anything to put it in should have scrapped the entire season because it was the right choice. They're clearly still together. Things are going well. I have to kind of give it a little bit of a bump up. We're going to move on to Jillian Harris. And she was the bachelorette. I believe she was sent home. I don't know when she was sent home. She looks like a Barbie.
You may not know how much you have impacted me. How you've changed me as a man and helped me reprioritize my life. You're everything that I could ever ask for in a woman. You're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're funny, you're confident, and you make me smile when I look in your eyes. I know that I love you, but before we go any further, I need to know that you love me.
Put her on the spot!
There's no doubt in my mind that I am madly in love with you. I love you so much. don't know how much I've been waiting to tell you I love you for so long.
There's just one last thing.
I want to be with you forever. I want a family with you. I want you to give me a hard time when we're 80 years old. Jillian, will you marry me?
Absolutely.
So that is a rock if we've ever seen one. Wow, I'd never seen that proposal before, and obviously you can see me smiling and doing all my things. It definitely made me believe in love. That was so sweet and so genuine and just fairy tales. It's definitely gonna be the first one that goes in making me believe in love. Next, we're gonna move on to Jake and Vienna. This is the 19th airing of a Bachelor or Bachelorette.
I'm completely in love with you. You really? I can't see you not being in my life.
I think you're just an amazing woman. Absolutely amazing.
Why are they whispering?
But there's something that you need to have. It's a promise from your father. And a promise to your father. I didn't understand the meaning of this. I asked you what it really meant, because I thought it was a symbol of pain. But I know that it's something much more than that. And you need to have this. I think it's important.
Okay, so I didn't watch this season, still too young. That might be the stupidest moment in Bachelor history, though, that I've ever seen. Let me know down below if you were old enough to watch and you agree, if I just don't get it and I should go back and watch the whole season. But we're going to scrap the whole season. I can't believe we just watched that. Like, I can't believe we actually just wasted our time. I would have been so angry if the season had ended like that. I mean, the season did end like that, but like if I had actually invested my time to watch that whole season. So moving on to Allie and Roberto, who ends up proposing to her.
I was thinking all night last night, and I was thinking all this morning. So many things going through my head, we can only imagine. And I wanted to make sure that I made the right decision for the both of us. And I thought to myself, when you told me, make the right decision, follow your heart. And it kept playing over and over in my mind. I want to tell you, I came into this, I didn't know what to expect. And I walked out of the limousine that first night. Everything you said, and our first dance, and, you know, you giving me the first impression rose, that was amazing. And you told me how important it was to you for your husband to love you unconditionally and to always be by your side no matter what. I want to be that man for you. I want to be that man for you. I want to make you laugh just like this. I want to make you smile. I want to make sure that you wake up every night, every morning for the rest of your life, knowing that you're so, so loved. First time that I held you in my arms and we were laying down, and I knew right there that I wanted to do that for the rest of my life.
Roberto, there's so many things I wanted to tell you, and well, first off, I want you to know, you're the only guy here today.
Wow.
I love you so much. I really do.
I love you. I want to grow old with you. I want to have a beautiful, beautiful family. I want to share my life with you. Share your life with me. Be my wife. Allie Fedotowsky. Will you marry me?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Couldn't get the ring box open soon enough. I wasn't sold. I was like, they're pretty cute. Like, I know they don't get married, but like, this is adorable, until she just beamed and was like, you're the only guy here. Oh, it was so cute. My camera battery died. and I had to charge it, took a brief intermission. We were in the middle of Allie and Roberto's proposal, which was adorable. We moved them to the top of the list, Making Me Believe in Love. That was one that I had not seen prior to this video, so I was a bit surprised. I wasn't expecting it to feel the way I did. So next we have Brad Womack's season 2, and in this one he proposes to Emily Maynard, who we see in a following season as a bachelorette. So like, spoiler alert, they don't work out, but yeah, let's watch this proposal.
Oh, Emily, where do I begin? I have come so far to get to where I'm standing today. And I've made so many mistakes and been through so many ups and downs. I've always believed that when the time was right, I would find the woman that I've been looking for my entire life. I knew it would take opening up in ways that I'm really not used to. And I knew it would definitely take convincing myself to take a leap of faith if I found even the slightest bit of love. All it took was coming here and finding you. You're so much more to me than a leap of faith. You're the one, Em. You're it. You're my once in a lifetime. And so what I'm asking is this. I'm asking for you to please give me your forever. Please let me be your best friend. Please let me protect you and your beautiful daughter. And please give me the opportunity to love you for the rest of your life. I love you, Emily. I am truly in love with you.
I love you too.
I'm shaking. Emily, please make me happier than I've ever been in my life and marry me.
I would love that. I would love to.
Okay, so like super romantic. Brad says all of the right things, and maybe it's because I know that they don't work out, but for some reason, like, I'm missing that genuine component. And I don't know if like it's just his voice, but like, I bought it. I believed he was in love. I like to see the growth. So we're gonna put them at OTP, but lacking spice, because you know, they're lacking spice. Wanted to root for them and I wanted to enjoy it, but it just didn't have that wow factor. Next, we are going to go to Ashley and JP, and I haven't seen this one, but this is the last season that I haven't seen, and I have the big things in mind for them. I mean, it's super sad they just got divorced. I've heard a lot about them, and so I'm hoping that this proposal is everything of the sort.
It's so hard to believe where this all started and how far we've come. I mean, I remember getting out of the limo as if it were yesterday, and I was afraid, and I was skeptical, and I was worried, and not knowing what to expect. The hardest thing out of all this has been not knowing. I'm an open book. All my cards are on the table. I've told you exactly how I feel and what I want. This is my leap of faith. All the time that we've spent together, it's been the happiest time of my life. And you always say to me, you're smiling all the time, you're gonna have wrinkles when you're older. Well, I smile because of you. You bring that out. What I do know for absolute certain is that I am madly in love with you. I love everything about you.
Today is the reason why I went through all the good times and the bad times, and I've been wanting to tell you how much I loved you for so long now. You mean the world to me, and I do not want to be with anyone else but you forever.
I've waited forever to hear that.
I waited forever to tell you.
I'm so in love with you. You're the one, you're it. Ashley, will you marry me?
Yes.
Okay, as much as I loved that, I don't think it gave me the butterflies. So we're giving them OTP, but lacking spice, not because we don't love them, because this was great. So heartbroken that they're divorcing and everything. I was expecting magic, and maybe it's because like I hyped it up so much, but anyhow, we are now getting to the first season that I watched. I think my mom regretted that this is the season that I got to watch, but we are headed to Ben and Courtney's proposal.
It's been an incredible road.
getting to this point with you, through all the ups and downs that we've encountered, real signs of what life could be. From our first date in Sonoma, where I felt like we were on this same path and this wavelength of sorts, where we kind of understood each other. It always seems like whenever I'm with you, I have these incredible moments. You know, I thought to myself, I can see myself with this woman for the rest of my life. And I want you to know that I think you're an incredible woman. An incredible woman.
This feels like a breakup.
I promised myself that I wouldn't get down on one knee again unless I was certain it was forever. And I want to tell you that you are my forever. You're my forever. And I have waited a really, really long time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
A really, really long time to tell you that I'm in love with you. More than you'll ever know. And that this whole experience and journey has been worth it. Every step of the way. So, with all of that said,
Oh my god.
Courtney,
Oh my god.
No. Just no. They're going and should have scrapped the entire season. No. I don't think they should have scrapped the entire season. It was amazing TV that he picked the villain. She was an amazing villain, okay? Like, absolutely incredible. The girls hated her. She was catty. She went with it. The after the final rose was actually so sad because, like, whatever. Great TV. However, this proposal feels forced. It felt like a breakup. Following Ashley and JP, nothing of the sort. Absolutely nothing of the sort. One of my least favorite, I think we've seen. Emily Maynard and Jeff coming back. Now, I'm very interested to see what I think of this proposal because I remember thinking that she made the absolute wrong choice when this all kind of went down. I thought Ari was perfect for her. Obviously, that's not what ended up being in her life, although Jeff did not end up being her forever partner either, but I don't really remember this proposal, so.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
You look nice.
You look amazing.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you. You look nice.
Thank you.
Why does it feel like she's his communion mentor? Like, that's what this moment feels like right now to me.
It was all worth it because I can stand here and tell you, you really are everything that I've looked for so long. I really do feel like you're my soulmate. You are the perfect person for me, and you get me better than anyone has ever. I love you so, so much. So, so much. I knew you were the one for me. And so much so that you were the only one that got to meet Ricky. And I didn't even go on a date with Ari yesterday. And he's not even here today. So it's just me and you. This is our day, just me and you.
He is
That's
so
amazing.
cute, though.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. Well, I feel like the luckiest man in the world standing up with you. And you make me smile so big and so much every time I'm with you. There's just something about us, like, it's just so fun and so natural and so easy with us. There's just that click, you know, that just makes us work. And I love that. And I think it's so rare that people find the person that they're meant to be with. And I think it's so incredibly meant to be that you and I found each other like this, here. And I'm so grateful that we did.
Me too.
And I think God puts the right people in our lives when the timing is just right. And I feel like that with us. I feel like the timing is right.
Me too.
And I was talking to your brother a couple days ago. He told me that, you know, there were times when he thought you might give up on love, when the road was hard and tough. I want you to know that I'm so grateful that you didn't.
and that you came here and that you put your heart on the line and you tried one more time. Because I found my everything. I'm so in love with you. And I promise you, Emily, that if you let me into your life and Ricky's life, you will never feel lonely ever again. And I want you to know that what I'm about to ask you aren't just empty words, where in a few weeks or a few months or a few years or even a few decades we'll be lost. What I'm about to ask you is a forever thing.
Oh my God, he is so cute.
Emily, will you marry me?
Yes.
Yes.
That rock was massive. I did not remember how cute that proposal was. However, I just cannot get over like how wrong they were for each other. Obviously, they didn't end up together. I really hope he's doing well. He was so much cuter than I remember. I think I was just so stuck on the fact that like I didn't think he was the right choice for her. Because they're not OTP, we're not going to give them all the way up there, but we are going to give them At Least It Was Good TV because that proposal was genuinely adorable. And he crushed it, and it made me believe in love just a little. I just couldn't get over like the mismatch, you know? Which is why they're only getting mediocre. So coming up next, we have some of Bachelor Nation's favorite, Sean and Catherine. I have huge expectations for them. I don't remember this proposal being like legendary, but I do remember adoring them.
This has been such a crazy journey. And there have been so many unexpected, wonderful moments with you. I knew from the very beginning that you were someone that I wanted to be around. I just had no idea that my feelings were going to turn into what they've turned into. You never cease to amaze me. You never do. I think the world of you, and I miss you. Every time we have to say goodbye, I miss you. I don't want to say goodbye anymore. I want to spend the rest of my life telling you I love you and making you feel like the most special, beautiful woman in the world. Catherine. Will you marry me?
Okay, so forget what I said. That is epic. That makes me believe in love. They consistently make me believe in love. Like, absolutely consistently. I forgot how epic that proposal was. Oh my goodness. Wow. But definitely, they're up there. They are arguably the best couple to ever come out of Bachelor Nation. So, we love them. We love their live tweets. And they definitely deserve to be in that top category. Now, we have Desiree and Chris. So this was the craziest thing. I don't know if any of you have watched her season, but she was like head over heels for the runner-up or the top 3, and he sent himself home. And I thought for sure we were gonna get she's picking nobody. Like there's no way she was picking anybody but Brooks from day one. And he actually showed up on Bachelor in Paradise like a bunch of seasons later, and I was shocked because I was sure this man just was never gonna show his face again. However, her and Chris are happy together. So I'm very interested. I don't remember this proposal again because I remember being really stuck on the fact that her and Brooks in my eyes and in the show's like narrative were meant to be. So here we go.
I couldn't be more happy than to be able to have this journey with you. I'm very thankful that we were able to create all those memories. I love that time we had together in Germany when we danced like crazy. And I fell in love with you there.
Let me see if you
don't say, okay.
And I was sure this is where she's sending him home, right? Like I'm positive that she is gonna cry, she's gonna send him home.
I was torn apart by Brooks leaving. I loved him. And, you know, throughout the journey, I was torn between the two of you. And I couldn't see that the one thing I always needed was right in front of me. You've been by my side. from the very beginning.
Oh, this is...
Dexter, I'm heartsock. Will you marry me?
Yes, 1,000 times.
I obviously forgot how cute that was. They are gonna get OTP, but lacking spice, only because I hate that this moment, this happy, wonderful moment for her life, kind of had to be like right after like she cried for days about Brooks, and obviously loved him, but they're still happy together. Like, this was adorable. When she's like, I want to grow old and wrinkly, like, this is why I knew I should film it late at night, because I'm all teary-eyed. But definitely was adorable. I was not expecting to rank it that high because, again, it was one of those proposals that shocked me that it even happened. But they're successful, they're happy, they seem happy anyway. I'm glad for both of them that it did end up working out. Next, we had America's favorite bachelor to hate, and Nikki. This is the weirdest thing. Like, the weirdest thing. I remember this one. This was crazy. I mean, also, if you didn't watch Claire's season, obviously they replayed her, like, wagging her finger in his face. But so that just happened, right? Claire has, like, told him off, and now Nikki comes in. Obviously loved Nikki. At this point, I hate that she's gonna win because we don't like him. Okay, so just for preface.
Like a lot. A lot. So long.
The wink, it's gross.
Nikki, will you have said my final rose? Absolutely.
That was gross. The wink was gross. Absolutely not. They should get their own category, honestly, for just how awful it was, but can't do that. So should have scrapped the entire season. He was an awful bachelor. Let's get to Andy and Josh. I'm gonna be honest, I wanted them to work so badly. I saw happiness for them.
I can't wait to start our lives together.
Andy, Jeanette Dorfman.
The Rock.
Will you marry me?
Not our best. We're moving it to clearly only here to sell the diamond. Here's the deal. I knew he was gonna win. I loved their relationship. I felt like disappointed in the proposal. I remember that. I'm still disappointed in the proposal because I felt like they had this epic love. Clearly we know better now. I mean, hindsight is always 2020. It makes me sad. Like, they were cute. Not the best proposal that Bachelor Nation has seen. But coming out of Andy's season, Chris Soules went on to find love with Whitney, and we are gonna head over and see how their proposal ended up.
Everything about this moment feels right. And I want the world to know that I love you, Alicia. Will you marry me?
Absolutely.
They were so cute, and she was so I mean, like, I didn't love her as a character on the show because, again, like, you have to kind of find that line between, like, real life and character, but she was very clearly so in love with him. I didn't love their proposal. Like, I just didn't think it was, like, super personal or, like, stood out to me, but I will give it to them. Super emotional, could feel the emotion, so we're gonna put it at least good TV. Again, similar to, like, the Jeff and Emily proposal. It just, something was off. Coming out of Chris Soules' season, we had that weird thing where Britt and Caitlyn had to compete. As soon as Sean walked out of the limo, we knew it had to be Caitlyn because the two of them had to end up together, and we're gonna watch their proposal. So I know her and Sean didn't work out, but in the season, it was just so clear it was gonna be the two of them.
He was feeling confident as well.
I forgot it was Nick Vile, I forgot.
That everything happens for a reason. After the 2 best months of my entire life, I know what that reason is. And that's, I'm not supposed to live my life without you. And I'm not going to. Can you embrace that?
adorable. I can feel the emotion, but it's missing something. And like, I know maybe it's because I'm obsessed with her and her now boyfriend, fiance. They're so cute, but I just feel like it was a little generic. I'm getting Crystal's Whitney vibes, like nothing special, but I did feel the genuinity. I do think she made the right choice. Again, remember, these are my opinions. I obviously don't know their relationships. They barely know their relationships with only 2 months. We're gonna give them, at least it was good TV. Not out of Caitlin Bristow's season, but we got to see Ben Higgins come back. He was honestly one of the sweetest bachelors I feel like we've ever had. He just had a way with his words and his ability to carry his emotions. So I have big expectations for this proposal. Oh my God, I forgot. He asks for her hand.
Mr. Bushnell, this is Ben Higgins.
Ben, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? The reason I'm calling is that
I
love your daughter a lot, and I wish I could have told you that when I was in Portland. I am so confident and so excited, and I am ready to try and make your daughter the happiest woman in the world forever. And I would like to ask you for your daughter's hand in marriage.
YouTube is a savage because what's up next is Chris Lane's video for Lauren, the girl that Ben's about to propose to. Sweet proposal now, and see how it turned out now that he has Dad's approval.
That first week, sitting out there on the front steps of the mansion with you, and you asked me to trust you. I did, completely. That night, kissing you for the first time, that was the last first kiss that I ever wanted to have. Coming into this whole thing, I didn't know that love like this existed. I thought it was a nice idea, and I thought that it sounded nice when people talked about it, but I didn't really understand what it meant, and standing here now, I get it. You're the person I want to spend my whole life with. You're my person. I love you.
They're such babies. I feel like
I
they're
love
really young.
you.
He looks terrified. I wonder if they tell him they have to do this.
I
Because
came
we
into
obviously
this
know he's gonna propose to her.
honestly feeling unlovable. Like I couldn't be loved, or that I was never gonna find that person to love me fully. And then we go through this experience. It's in a journey that's full of goodbyes. Lauren, I never want to say goodbye to you. I want to wake up every morning and kiss you on the face. I want to go to bed at night and know that in the morning I'm going to wake up to the most beautiful woman I've ever laid eyes on. My desire from here on out is to live for you, commit to you, to love you, to hold you, to kiss you a lot. Lauren, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Lauren.
The ring, it's so big.
Will you marry me?
Yes. Oh my God, he's crying. Okay, I think it's so hard to watch these when you know that they're like, they're gonna separate, and it was so hard on him. But it was so sweet. They're getting OTP, lacking spice, only because I just, again, feel like there was such like little element missing. That was such a sweet proposal, and I loved that he called her dad. I think that that was just such a cute moment. And now we get to see JoJo and Jordan.
I love you so much. I love you so much. I fell in love first with just us. Just the person I could be right away with you, how comfortable and confident, and how you challenged me and continue to challenge me to be the best version of myself. And I love that. You made me believe that love doesn't need to have a script, so there's not one way to draw it up. And there's moments like this where I'm holding your hand and I'm looking in your eyes, and I know. And I'm so unbelievably in love with you. You're my best friend. You're my soulmate. I'm gonna keep you safe. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna wake up every morning and choose you over and over and over again until you tell me I can't.
I'm gonna tell you something first. I just want to tell you how I feel. Because I don't know if I've done that fully yet. Jordan, I love you so much. I've been waiting to tell you that I love you. The hug. The hug. He comes in for the hug.
didn't want you to get down. I wanted you to tell you that.
Okay. You wouldn't stop me.
I know, but I wanted you to know how I felt.
Well,
No. No. This is happening.
yeah, it's real. It's been real. I love you so much. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Joelle, Hannah Fletcher. Will you marry me?
This is so hard. Why did I do this to myself? I love them. That was so sweet. You could tell how in love both of them were. And she was so cute that she had to make sure it was even. He pulled in for the hug first. I don't have an explanation for why, but we're putting them in OTP, lacking spice. It's, again, nothing against them. Loved that proposal. Again, it just is hard to come off absolutely amazing on camera, and I just feel like the couple that we have in that top category just had something extra. I'm gonna go to Nick Viall and Vanessa. I absolutely refused to watch this. I know Nick is like a huge part of Bachelor Nation now. I really didn't like him. Oops. I just didn't like him, and so I kind of boycotted his season. So I haven't seen this, but I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
The neck kisses?
I'll never forget the first moment I saw you. I was very excited you got out of that limo, but I'll never forget the first moment I started falling in love with you. It was actually just the second rose ceremony. Just being next to you, I just felt something very special. Every moment since then, I've been falling more and more in love with you. There have been plenty of times where I've tried to fight it, and I don't want to fight it anymore. To try to not say it.
Crying.
So much about me being here has to do with the past. But when I look at you, all I see is my future.
You know, things are not going to be easy. I know I can get emotional. I'm a little crazy. And I get overthink things when things get hard. But I promise to remind you every day how happy you make me. And knowing how much you love to talk, I promise I'm ready to do a lot of listening.
That ring is huge.
Vanessa Gramont.
Willie.
Mary.
So here's the deal. That was adorable. It was super sweet. I get such toxic vibes. Like such toxic vibes. So they're going clearly only here to sell the diamond. I don't think they believe that, but they should have only been there to sell the diamond because I got such toxic vibes. I know it didn't end well, but for some reason I was just getting such bad vibes. So that's where they're going. You know what? You clicked on this video to hear my reactions, so that was your own fault. And the fact that we're going off vibes here, like, whatever, bro. Whatever. So we're going to Rachel Lindsay. She made history to be first Black bachelorette. We now have the first Black bachelor in Matt James. Hopefully he will find love. ABC, sponsor me because I'm crushing it with these transitions. But we're gonna check out her proposal here.
Espectacular. Muy bien linda.
This is what you said the first night?
I did. I wanted to bring it full circle. When I first stepped out of that limo, I knew I was in the ride of my life. When we first kissed, it was literally like a chemistry bomb had just exploded. And I just knew that first night, 100% certainty in my heart, that you definitely could be something special. You are everything I could ever want in a woman, a wife, the mother of my children. I'm completely head over heels, totally, absolutely in love with you. I just hope you feel the same.
Just looking at him over her lashes. Don't him, tell the man.
My heart has never been more confused than it has been this week. I've always been drawn to the excitement of gambling my feelings on the complicated relationship. And
this sounds like a breakup, homegirl.
You know,
don't do this to him.
It's the damaged connections that have offered me the chance to always run away. And that's why when I met you, it just seemed too perfect. And I was trying to find cracks in what seemed like the perfect foundation. So,
girl, just let him know
right
if it's
here,
him or not.
In this moment, standing with you, I see my forever, and I see my future. Wait.
I want to kiss you so bad. So
And
bad
I
right
just
now.
want to tell you that I love you, and I'm in love with you, and I can't imagine spending my life with anyone else.
But he loves her so much.
I'm not done. I got more to say. I am the best version of myself, and I'm with you.
He's
You are
so cute.
so easy and effortless to love, and I just want to love you for the rest of my life.
Oh my god, the ring, it's beautiful, it's so big.
Rachel, Lindsay, will you be my reina forever?
So pretty, yes!
Marry me.
Okay, so I love them. I really, really, really wish I would have been more attentive to her season. Wow, they were so cute. However, from a proposal standpoint, she kept him on a string thinking that she was sending him home for so long. And I just think it would have been so much cuter if they could have built up that emotion a little bit more, and it would have been like really lovey-dovey. And I feel like, again, like this is a show, I get it, but I really want the moment to be really special and emotional, and this is kind of the time for that. So they're only getting, at least it was good TV. However, we love them as a couple. We love that ending, and we are so happy that they're happy. As if I have a whole peanut gallery. I'm so happy they're happy. I love that for them. I could definitely tell that it was super genuine. They were so cute. Rachel Lindsay is so eloquent. She's just a freaking queen. But moving on to Ari and Becca, and then the drama that ensues with that. This king really threw us for a loop.
Since I first stepped out of the limo, I was in awe of you. And just how cool, calm, and collected you were. When I was a bundle of nerves, I knew I was falling for you. And I was falling so hard and so fast, and it scared me because I didn't think that I could feel so deeply for somebody so early on. But you proved me wrong. You've made falling in love with you easy. You make being in love with you easy. And I don't want to ever stop loving you. And I love you so, so much. And I'm just ready to do this thing with you.
When I met you, I was taken aback. You know, you are beautiful and elegant. I think back on our dates, and I think back on meeting your family, and I think back on all the moments that we shared. And the thing that stands out is that we're a team, you know, and I'm very lucky that you've been on this journey with me. And through all of it, you've given me so much confidence along the way. Because of that, my love for you is unmeasurable.
Oh my god, there's llamas in the background. There's llamas in the background. Abort mission. There's llamas in the background.
Oh my god.
That's
This morning I woke up and I thought about you, and I thought about you and our kids together. I thought about us when we were old. And I choose you today.
Now we're headed to the after the final rose proposal, where he proposes to Lauren on after the final rose. I found that second proposal significantly more genuine. I found the first one to be kind of stoic, and I didn't really understand why. Like, maybe he was making the safe choice, but I just think that as much as that was super important for Lauren, I feel like it was super hurtful to Becca, and so he's getting clearly only here to sell the diamond. Jason's proposal to Melissa was super convincing. I thought it was a great proposal. I would have wanted to put it up higher had I not known what happened. But I felt like Ari knew in the back of his head, and like, obviously I'm making assumptions about people that I don't know, okay? Remember that. I just felt like it was so stoic and it was so safe, and like very clearly like the one to Lauren was really what he needed. I feel for Becca. So putting there, clearly only here to sell diamonds, and now we get to see Becca's love story with Garrett.
From honking up the driveway in a minivan filled with orange slices and diapers, to fly fishing in the backyard, I knew that you and I shared something very special with one another. When we were building our dream home out of sand, talking about our kids, talking about a future, I knew that I loved you so much, and I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you and wake up next to you and have you in my arms every single day in my life. I love you so much. Not just now, but forever. You're my world.
Before you go on, I have something that I need to say. Starting out this journey,
Do not draw this out on him.
I didn't know what to expect. And I didn't know if there would be anyone in that group of guys really for me. Since night one, I saw something in you, I felt something in you, so much so that you got that first rose, you got that first impression rose because, you know, right away, I felt something so strong. And I reread my journal and you were the first guy I ever wrote about in it.
Okay, that's adorable.
And I wrote that you reminded me of home, and you reminded me of one of the most important men in my entire life, and that was my dad. This journey has been a roller coaster of every emotion, but the one strongest emotion is love. And I've been waiting to say it for the right person. I've been holding back because I wanted to be 1,000% certain. Garrett, Vincent, you're going. I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, you smile, it's so cute.
I do.
Oh, you do. Oh my God. Oh my. I love you so much. Well, Becca. Rebecca Jill Kufrin, my Becca, will you marry me?
Yes.
Give me that thing.
Here's the tea. Similar to Rachel's, I was obsessed. I am obsessed. However, I think that she also drew it out. I wanted it to be so much more emotional and like, oh, I feel like she just, the poor thing. They're getting OTP but lacking spice because his reaction was to die for. We're heading to Colton and Cassie. Obviously obsessed with them. This was great TV. However, it didn't end well, so we're gonna see if that taints my reaction now.
I know with how everything ended, I didn't get this chance, so...
Is this my final rose?
So I know we started this with 30 roses, and this is my final rose, and I'm looking forward to a lifetime of happiness with you. So, Cassandra and Randall, will you accept this rose?
I wanted so much better for them. So they're getting at least good TV. Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it at that. I feel like a lot's been said on them. We're gonna head over to Hannah Brown and Jed Wyatt. If somehow you stumble upon this, Miss Hannah Brown, I love you, first of all. I still wanna be you. I will forever be confused why you did not pick Tyler Cameron. I respect you. There's so much to aspire to be you. I'm really confused why you didn't pick Tyler Cameron. I will forever be confused, just on a side note. I understand, like, when we were hearing the story about how it went in Florida, like, that one makes sense to me. I just don't understand why you didn't pick him here. So, no shade. We're gonna watch this proposal. I'm gonna react to it appropriately, but all I'm saying, Tyler Cameron would have crushed that proposal. The guitar. Still promoting his music. We hate him for hurting our queen. Did you switch to your good side, queen? I love you for
When I
that.
met you, I wanted to see a light inside of you. And I wanted to know the deepest part of you, the way that you've made me feel, and the light that you have inside of you is even brighter than I could have ever imagined. You know, I never thought that I could love someone like this fast. And though the other side is kind of unsure, right here is for sure, and I know that I love you. Talking is hard sometimes for me. So
well, I don't have a song, but I'd like to say some stuff.
We stand our queen. We stand her.
You know,
and this is where I was like, she's gonna dump him. She's finally gonna dump him.
I've always prayed for my future husband. And as a little girl, I can remember sitting in my room I never knew who I was praying for, but I was always just wondering what their life was like, what they were doing, what their passions were. I've sometimes questioned why God has allowed things to happen in my life the way they did, struggle the way I've struggled, and had the heartbreaks I've had, and why this was my journey. It's led me to this moment. It's led me to you. I've been praying for this moment for a long time. I've been praying for you. You've supported me, you've loved me, you've challenged me, you've moved me, and it's made me love you so, so much. And I am in complete love with you. I love you, Jed Wyatt.
I have lived 25 years of my life without you. And I don't want to go another day of my life without you being all mine. Will you marry me?
Yes. And see, this breaks my heart for her. I have so many things to say here. Honestly, I'm so sad for her that obviously it went this way, because I feel like her feelings were so genuine and I loved her side of it. The fact he brought his guitar, at first it was like cute, but we already knew that he was there to promote his music, and that's annoying. You played with our girl's heart. Not about it. Just not about it. We're still angry. I'm still angry. We stand our queen, and we're going to have to give it clearly only there to sell the diamond, because again, homeboy tainted it, but Miss Hannah Brown, you're at the top of my list. That's all I'm saying. All right, cool. And I love that the picture they gave us is her standing alone, because all she needs is herself. She's a strong, independent woman who will get love at the right time by the right person. I'm just still confused. It was like apples to oranges to me. That's all I'm saying. And now we are going to get into the messiest season humanly possible. We were all so excited for this, and you know what? You disappointed us, Mr. Peter. We're gonna react to the proposal to Hannah Ann, because that was technically the finale. I do understand homeboy bounced around.
Your beautiful spirit is honestly unlike anything I've ever seen before. You're thoughtful, you're caring, you're selfless. My heart chooses you forever. I love you. And the love that you show me is all I ever wanted. I never wanted to change anything.
She deserved better. I didn't like her all season, but she deserved better than this. No. They're getting should have scrapped the whole season. Made so many people feel like second choices, and I hate that. It was messy. It was good TV. I'll give it to you. It was entertaining, but it was super frustrating, super unsatisfying. We're now moving on to another love to hate. So I don't even have to watch this to tell you. I mean, we can watch it, and I'll toss in a couple of clips, but honestly, Claire's season should have just been scrapped. Like, homegirl, they should have said breach of contract, get out of here, because that was absurd. That, I cannot believe they're still together. Like, I'm genuinely shocked. I hope she's happy. Like, I do want happiness for everyone, obviously. Like, I know life is hard and things like that, but it felt so forced. It felt so weird. It just, like, how do you know that soon? I just have so many questions. So they're going, should have scrapped the entire season. My girl Tayshia, she came in, she saved the season. We loved her, and genuinely, I'm gonna watch it again, because I think it might be my favorite proposal in all of Bachelor history and all of the ones I've watched. It inspired me to make this video because I was just obsessed with it, and I was not sold on Zach until genuinely this moment. I'm just so glad that clearly she saw something that us on the TV didn't, and holy cow, I wish them all of the happiness, and let's watch it. Yay.
I know that I told you that I love you, but it's more than that. It's this wild, wild love that I have tried to come up with so many reasons to not believe, and you have truly just made me believe that there doesn't need to be flaws, and that I deserve a love with a man that won't run away. truly looking at my heart. And yes, it is real. And I feel it too. And I want to make more traditions and jump into fountains all over the world with you. I'm ready to hail a taxi.
Heard it.
And I'm ready to start a life with you.
They're so cute.
But also, I love you, Zach Clark. And I'll do absolutely anything to keep that huge smile on your face. Because you do everything to keep a huge smile on mine.
The night of my hometown, walked in. My parents got to see that smile on my face. You gave them the best gift you could ever give them. They haven't seen me that happy in years. You did that. That's what I knew. That's what they knew. And the other night we were talking. You spoke about this idea of someone choosing you. And I can't picture another day, another moment without you in my life. And if you'll let me, I'm gonna choose you right now. I'm gonna choose you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna choose you next week. And next year, I'm gonna choose you forever. Because I love you.
I love them so much. It just feels so real.
Yes. Here's
Oh, come on! Give me your hand.
And that brings us to present day. And hoping the best for Matt James. Obviously, we can move Tayshia and Zach straight to the top because they were everything of the sort. That proposal felt it through your TV. Like, wow. I mean, just no doubts. And I wish them the absolute best. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really excited to seeing yours. I want to know who was your favorite. I really enjoyed this. I wasn't even expecting to be so surprised by so many of them. If you haven't already, please subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you never miss a time that I post. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment down below what you'd like to see ranked next if you would, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!